Well, in the previous question, we did question 1.1.1. Now we're going to do question 1.1.2. The question says 3x minus 1 and then x minus 4 equal to 16, correct, so to 2 decimal places. Okay, let me tell you something. Whenever you see the statements correct to certain decimal places, understand that the equation is not factorized. It's not factorizable, so here you don't factorize, okay? You can solve the equation by using the quadratic formula, okay? By quadratic formula. Or by completing the square. Now, first, what we're supposed to do, we're going to expand the equation, okay? And then combine like terms. Should we simplify by combining like terms? We have 3x minus 1 times x minus 4. We can move the 16 over. That makes minus 16 equal to 0. Now we can do 3x times 4, negative 1 times x, negative 1 times negative 4. And then that will make 3x squared minus 12x minus x plus 4 equal to, plus 4 minus 16 equal to 0. Now we can combine like terms. We can see 3x squared is there, 3x squared there, and then terms that end with x, they're like negative 12 and negative x, that makes negative 13x. And then the positive 4 times positive 4 minus 16, that makes negative 12, and that's equal to 0. Now what we can do, excuse me. Now, let me prove that we cannot factorize. If I do the first term, the coefficient of the first term times the last term, we will get like negative 36, okay? And now we're gonna list the factors of negative 36. They are like 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 13, 4 and 9, what else? 36 and 6, yes. Now let's look at the list of the factors of 36. See if there is one couple that will make a sum equal to negative 13. Now let's see. With 1 and 36 we cannot, with 6 and 6 we cannot, with 2 and 18 we cannot, with 3 and 13 we cannot, but with 4 and negative 9, with 4 and 9, yes, we can if you do negative 4 and negative 9. Oh, so I was wrong the first time when I say we cannot factorize here. Now let's see. Negative 4, yeah, negative 4 minus 13 makes negative 13. That's the coefficient of the middle term, okay? But now let's see. Negative 4 times negative 9, does it make negative 36? No, because the product here makes positive 36, but we have negative 36. So we cannot factorize, as I said previously. Here we must use the quadratic formula. And the quadratic formula is given by x equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And the quadratic equation itself is ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now we are going to identify the value of a, b, c. Now a is the coefficient of x squared, a has the value of 3, b is the coefficient of x, so it's 13, and then c is the constant term, which is equal to negative 12. So those are the values we're going to substitute over here. I will write negative b plus minus, excuse me, square root of b squared minus 4ac. So all over 2a. Now we're going to sum in the values of a, b, and c. Okay, b is negative 13. Let's change color. B will be negative 13, and then a is for A is 3, and then C is -12, and then over 2A. Now, I want to use my calculator to enter the values. So I'm going to enter these values exactly as they are there, minus B. B is -13, so -13 there. Plus, because I cannot write plus and minus, I can make them the two separately. So it's going to be plus B, which is B squared, so -13 squared, minus 4 AC. A is equal to 3, and then C is -12. So -12, and then over 2A. A is equal to 3. Now, if you press equal, and then we got something like what you see there. Prefer to move my board like that. So if you enter, if you press equal, and then we got, oops, it's appearing. We got x is equal to 13 plus square root of 313. So x equal to 13 plus or minus square root of 313 all over 6. So these are the solutions we get. Now, remember that over here there are two solutions, one with the x and the other, one with the plus, the other with the minus. So with the x, with the plus, we write like this, or with the minus, it's going to be, I'm not going to have enough space here, 13 plus root 313 all over 6. Now over here, we can just press that. We're going to press the ST button over here to see the value into this to the decimal value of that set. So we're going to set the correct to the second decimal place. We must look at the third decimal value. Okay. In this case, it's 5. Now, because it is 5, we will increase. Okay. The second decimal place is by 1 unit. So it's going to be 5.12. So x will be equal to 5.12. Okay. Now we're going to do the same also for the other, or x will be equal to, now in the calculator here, we can just change because we did work out the one with the positive. Now we're going to work out also with the negative. So we're going to replace the positive with the negative there, because remember we had plus or minus. If you press equal, we got this, and then if you press SD, we got -0.78. Okay, but before, let me correct here. I meant to write minus over here. So over here, it was there were minus there. So now it was supposed to be 13 minus. Okay, so so we said to the third decimal place must look to the second decimal place, we must look at the third decimal value. Here the third decimal value is 1. Okay, because that 1 is less than 5, we can just stop at the second decimal place and then remove all the digits that comes after. So this will be minus 0.78. So this is the solution of the equation. Okay, we can solve the same problem by completing the square. Okay, I'm gonna write here by completing the square. By completing the square, by completing the square, what we have, it's where we turn the C value, which is the constant term of the quadratic equation, to the in terms of B. Okay, write B over 2 to the power of 2. Now this is possible only when A equal to 1. Now the quadratic equation was, we got 3x squared minus 13x minus 12 equals 0. This is what we had when we simplify the expression. Okay, when we simplify the equation, we got this. Now we have that one, but now you notice that the coefficient of x squared, which is A, is not 1. What can we do then in this situation? We must make it 1, okay, by dividing the whole equation by 3. Okay, we divide the whole equation by 3, and this is what you get, x squared minus 13 over 3x minus 4 equal to 0. Now we want the C value, okay, over there, 13x minus 4 equal to 0. Now we want this C value here, okay, to be in terms of b over 2 to the power of 2. But there we have -4. Now, what can we do then? We're going to move the -2 over. That makes x squared minus 13 over 3x, okay, equal to +4. If I move the -4 over, now I need to complete it with a C value that will make a perfect squared. So over there, I'm going to work out C separately. So I say C will be, it's going to be b over 2 to the power of 2. And then the value of b is 13 over 3. So it's already 13 over 3. So if we work it out, this is like 13 over 6 to the power of 2. And which is 13 over 6 to the power of 2 is, 13 to the power of 2 is 169. And 6 to the power of 2 is 36. Okay. Then we can add here, plus we can add over here 13 over 6 to the power of 2. But if you add 13 over 6 to the power of 2 one side, you might add 13 over 2 to the power of 2 on the other side to balance the equation. So this is like plus 169 over 36. Okay. Excuse me. So now what we're going to do then, we're going to take this, the basis of the first and last term, that will make x, excuse me, it was -13, right? Because we need to take it with the sign, negative and negative there. So it's going to be negative, it was negative there. So if we take the base, it's going to be x minus 13 over 6 to the power of 2 equal to, okay, remember over here, when we had 4, to work out the fraction, 4 is like over 1. So we need to make over 36. So we're supposed to write, it's like 4 over 1 plus 169 over 36, right? So we must times here by 36. We times that also by 36, okay? And then the equation will be x minus 13 over 6 to the power of 2 equal to 4 times 36 is equal to 144 over 36 plus 169 over 36. Okay. We can split down both like that. And then we have like now x minus 13 over 6 to the power of 2 equal to the fact that we have like a common denominator here and there, we can just add the numerator. We can do 144 plus 169, and this is equal to 313. So that makes 313 over 36. Now, if I need to work out the value of x, we can reduce this by putting the square root here, square root there. Why? Because the square root will cancel the power of 2. Excuse me. Then we have left with x minus 13 over 6 equal to what? Plus or minus square root of 313. Sorry about that. 13 over square root of 36. Now we can move the negative 13 over. That makes positive 36, 13 over 6 plus minus square root of 313 over 6. now that the denominator, now we can, you can notice that it is the same value that you got here. Okay, the same value that you got here. Because the denominator are common, we can write it with the same denominator. So we can then say the values of x is still 5.12, okay, and then negative 0.78. Thank you.